Okay, now we are going to see the experiment number 2. That is, aim of the experiment is to determine the rate constant for the hydrolysis of an ester using HCl as a catalyst. In the paper 2 of the chemistry unit 1 is there, that in that we are going to see the chemical kinetics in detail. Here the experiment is there based on this part to determine the rate constant for the hydrolysis of an ester using HCl as a catalyst. That we have to see. Means hydrolysis is nothing but addition of the water. Addition will of water will takes place across the ester. You know the ester is nothing but the RCOOR. In general, it is written as RCOOR. Here we have taken methyl acetate. That's why CH3COO CH3 is there. See, very simple experiment. It is again. It is just a chemical kinetics. The rate of the hydrolysis of an ester, that is a methyl acetate, is found to be directly proportional to the concentration of the H plus ion. Then the of an acid that has been used as the catalyst. Hydrolysis of the methyl acetate takes place according to the following reaction in the presence of the H plus ions. You can see CH3COOCH3. When the addition of the water will takes place, you know water will split into the H plus and the OH minus. H plus will goes to the carboxylate ion. That is nothing but the CH3COO will acquire the H plus, whereas CH3 will acquire the OH minus. And that's why the formation of the acetic acid and the methanol will be there. Even though the reaction is bimolecular due to large excess of water which also act as a solvent. The kinetics of the reaction depends only on the concentration of the methyl acetate. Hence, it is the first order reaction. Such a reaction is called pseudo unimolecular reaction. It is called as the pseudo unimolecular reaction. The rate of the reaction for such a reaction can be calculated using the equation. That equation we have to see in the theory. K is equal to 2.303 by T into the log A upon A minus X, where A is the initial concentration and the X is the amount reacted in given time T. In this reaction, the amount of the acetic acid produced can easily be obtained by titrating the reaction mixture with the NaOH solution. Remember this, what we are going to do, once the hydrolysis has been done, acetic acid is there, we can titrate that acetic acid with the NaOH. You know acetic acid is the acid, whereas the NaOH is the base. Acid base reaction is also there. The infinite reading, the tighter reading when hydrolysis is complete, that is up to infinite, is obtained by taking the reaction mixture pi cm cube of the methyl acetate plus 100 cm cube of the 0.1 normal HCl solution in a conical flask. The flask is highly corked and kept for the 24 hours. Then 5 cm of the reaction mixture is titrated against a standard 0.1 normal NaOH solution from the burette using 2-3 drops of the 1% phenolphthalein indicator. The tighter reading is called as T infinite. That reading will be provided to you. You have to not perform this step. We will provide that infinite reading. We will do this thing and we will provide that T infinite value. Requirements: 200 cm with the glass topper bottle is required. Water bath is required. Water bath, burette, conical flask, pipette. 0.5 normal HCl solution. Water bath again is written. 0.1 normal NaOH solution. Methyl acetate, ice, distilled water, etc. Procedure is that take 100 cm of the 0.5 normal HCl solution in a dry glass stoppered bottle, pipette out 5 cm of the methyl acetate solution in another stoppered bottle. We have to keep this both the bottle in the water bath to attain the room temperature. Water bath is nothing but the that container in that the water is there, that becomes the water bath. Okay, one utensil you can take and that you can add the water and we can use it as a that particular water bath. Wash, rinse and fuel the burette with 0.1 normal NaOH solution. Keep one conical flask with a few ice pieces and 1 or 2 drops of the 1% phenolphthalein indicator in it. See what we are going to do. First of all, we will take the 100 cm of the HCl, 0.5 normal HCl in the one bottle, 5 cm cube methyl acetate in the another bottle. We will keep it in the water bath to attain the room temperature. Then we will after that we will fill the burette with the 0.1 normal NaOH solution. Then we will take the conical flask. In that we will take the few piece of the ice, 2 to 3 piece of the ice, and we will take the indicator in that, phenolphthalein indicator in that. Okay, shake the bottle for then desired time. Then what will do, all the content of the first bottle, that is a HCl, we will pour in the second bottle. At desired time, pour all the content of the first bottle in the second bottle, that is HCl will transfer to the bottle containing methyl acetate. Shake the bottle for that homogeneous mixing and immediately pipette out 5 cm of the reaction mixture and transfer it into the conical flask containing ice pieces and 1% phenolphthalein indicator. Carry out the titration rapidly with the constant shaking till light pink color is obtained. Record this reading as a zero reading. We will take it as a zero reading. Repeat this procedure for the time interval 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes. Record these readings as a TT using the supplied value of the T infinite. Calculate the values of the A and A minus X with the supplied equation. Calculate the values of the specific rate reaction and plot the graph of the log A minus X against the T using the value of slope. Find the value of the K from the graph and by the calculation we have to find out this thing. Observation we have to write. See, before to this observation and calculation, below this part you have to write these observations: solution in the burette, solution in the conical flask, indicator and the end point. Here A, how you can calculate A? I said the T infinite value will be provided. Here the 48 cm cube is there. Then you can calculate easily A. A can nothing but the T infinite minus T0 which is equal to 48 minus T0 is your first reading, zero reading that we are taking at the time of the mixing. That is a 23.4 is here. That will give the 24.6 cm cube. Please write the cm cube over here. Please mention the cm cube over here. Then in the observation table you have to write the 6 columns. First time, then the title reading TTCM cube, x is equal to TT minus T0, A minus x is nothing but a T infinite minus TT, log A minus x K. Okay, that we have to write in the observation table. How K we can calculate? The formula of the K is given in the theory part. Okay, for the zero reading T0 is 23.4 and after the 10 TT1, TT2, TT3, TT4, TT5 and infinite reading is provided to you. You can calculate the x by taking the TT minus T0. Then you can calculate the A minus x, right? And then you can calculate the log A minus x. That log A minus x you can use for the calculation of the K. Then we will get the 5 different K values. We will take the mean. Here the formula for the K is given 2.303 divided by T log to the base 10 A upon A minus X. You can substitute the values of this and you can calculate the K. You can try it. Okay. And finally we are going to plot the graph of this particularly log A minus X versus T. That is the time. Okay. Here the point will get negative slope will be there. Here you can calculate the slope. Negative slope is there. From the slope you can calculate the K. That K is nothing but the minus 2.303 into slope. Slope value you have to take here and after multiplication you will get a K. Okay, in the result we have to mention that things. Value of the rate constant by the calculation is that much, by the graph is that much, and the graph of the log A minus X against the T is a straight line with the negative slope which indicates the reaction is first order. For the first order reaction you will get the graph in the negative the graph with the straight line graph with the negative slope. Okay, this is about the experiment number 2. This is the chemical kinetics. Kinetics is nothing but the rate. Chemical kinetics, we are studying the rate of the reaction or say how the reaction is going to proceed. Okay, that we can study under this chemical kinetics. This is about the experiment number 2. All the video for this particular experiment I am going to upload on the YouTube. You can go through this video. Okay, thank you.